Algeria, officially the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, is a country in the Maghreb region of North Africa. The capital and most populous city is Algiers, located in the far north of the country on the Mediterranean coast. With an area of 2,381,741 square kilometers, Algeria is the 10th largest country in the world, and the largest by area in the African Union, and the Arab world. With an estimated population of over 44 million as of 2020, it is the 8th most populous country in Africa. Neighboring countries include Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. Algeria is mostly desert with a few mountains and a narrow coastal plain. The government system is a republic. The chief of state and head of government is the president. Algeria has a mixed economic system that includes a variety of private freedom, combined with centralized economic planning and government regulation. Algeria is a member of the League of Arab States. The country has a semi-arid geography, with most of the population living in the fertile north, and the Sahara dominating the geography of the south. This arid geography makes the country very vulnerable to climate change. The major languages here are French, Arabic, and Berber. In terms of cities, Algeria has many enchanting cities with stunning architecture and winding lanes, Mediterranean coast, Roman ruins, and lush landscapes to match any place on the planet. The primary fascination in the nation is the famous Saharan region, where the endless sand and the strange and enthusiastic cities in Algeria are sufficient to enjoy even the most prepared tourist's imagination. Welcome to Positive Africa, and thanks for watching. In today's video, we shall be showcasing the top 10 most beautiful and famous cities in this country. Consider subscribing and turning on the post notification bell if you are new so you never miss out on any of our videos. Taking up the very first position on our list, we have Algiers. Located on the stunning bay of the Mediterranean Sea, this city is the capital city in Algeria, and has an expected populace of around 3,500,000. The city was established by the Ottomans, and is overflowing with history and lovely design. The Old Kasbah is a winding urban labyrinth, with lanes moving through the old town like streams. Likewise worth investigating is the Dar Hassan Pasha, which was before the city's most decadent house. The inside of the house has been under remodel since 2005, and is sadly shut to people in general. The city of Algiers offers guests from the West and all around the world a distinct and wonderful differentiation, and a captivating look into the past and future life of Algeria. Number 2. Annaba. A city with superb architecture, and welcome and refreshing proximity to both fresh water and fertile farmland, Annaba is definitely one of Algeria's most beautiful cities. Beauty aside, Annaba is an extremely important city, with its port handling the majority of the country's mineral exports. It's the history and culture of Annaba that give it its charm. It was the city in which Saint Augustine lived out his final years, and the area now has a reputation for being a tranquil haven, much aided by its idyllic sea views and white tropical sand. Thankfully, this peaceful city avoided much of the violence of the 1990s, and thus, the elegant colonial period center remains intact, complementing the beauty of the coastline. Number 3. Batna. Batna is an invited continuation of the Moroccan Atlas Mountains, and lies only north of the start of the beautiful Sahara. Presently the 5th huge city in Algeria, Batna began life as a French military stronghold, empowering the French access to both the Sahara and the Atlas Mountains. Today, Batna is a farming center that gladly remains as the fundamental market community for the locale. The energetic and enlivened climate of the city gives it its very own extraordinary magnificence, with various films and clamoring social centers. It is one of the famous cities in Algeria. Number 4. Tlemcen. The city of cherry, Tlemcen boasts a rich history and diverse culture, and is now a melting pot for various musical and artistic styles. The textiles and handicrafts here are beautiful examples of Berber and Arab Andalusian heritage, and the architecture is spectacular also, with the mosque standing as a stunning architectural masterpiece. It is also one of the oldest and best preserved Almoravid buildings in the whole of the country. Tlemcen is idyllic, framed by the majestic mountains, and still enshrined in artisan charm. Number 5. Tamanrasset. Tamanrasset, some of the time alluded to as Tam, is an advanced and enthusiastic town that you will discover on the off chance that you travel south through Algeria towards Niger. Tam has all that you may expect from a cutting-edge town, including various cafes, banks, shops, and travel pleasantries. The town is an extraordinary base for investigating the Ahaga National Park while holding solaces of a very much prepared town. For different reasons, the town is viewed as perilous to visit at present, and it is just conceivable to visit as a component of a completely guided visit. Evidence of a guided visit must be given upon landing in the town. Number 6. Constantine. Constantine is a great symbol of pride for the north. It arose out of its natural surroundings, having been protected by a deep gorge around an outcrop of rock that formed a natural fortress. A city of great political, cultural, and economic significance, Constantine has an enchanting ambience, and is still rife with a sense of fantasy despite its cosmopolitan and modern movements. Indeed, Constantine now spreads much further than its original natural fortress, but it is a city that stays true to its origins. Constantine boasts a thriving Arab Andalusian music scene that is yet another way it manages to enchant and entice those who are visiting. Number 7. Oran. Oran is the second city of Algeria. It is a vivacious port city with stacks of character and excellence. Oran is a fascination in its very own privilege, and has verifiable structures by the drove to investigate, including wonderful the theatre, the Kasbah, and mosques. The scope of excellent engineering is conceivably the best of any city in Algeria. The city is likewise an incredible spot for listening to energetic Rai music, tasting Algerian food, and scuba diving, which has its causes in the city. Regardless of numerous positive motivations to visit the city, there are additionally numerous indications of the nation's political inconveniences during the 90s that are noticeable in Oran. The city filled author Albert Camus with so much fear that he based his famous novel about the city as The Plague. Number 8. Gardaya. Part of a pentapolis, Gardaya is in fact only one of 5 hilltop cities built almost 1,000 years ago in the Mzab Valley. Serving as a major center of date production, and for the manufacture of rugs and clothes, Gardaya is an enchanting experience for all the senses. Divided into 3 walled sectors, this unique and charming fortified town boasts a historic center, complete with an intriguing pyramid-style mosque. Once described by the French philosopher Simone de Beauvoir as a cubist painting beautifully constructed, Gardaya deservedly makes the list of the most beautiful places to visit in Algeria. Number 9. Timimauns. This oasis in the beautiful and vast Sahara Desert is characterized by its shifting sand dunes, palm groves, and much-needed salt lake. The magnificent sand dunes in the distance make for a spectacular backdrop to an already enchanting town. Timimauns, like any other place, and despite its small size, has its old district. Otherwise known as the Kaysawa, it boasts a similar form of architecture to that found in Taghit, the intense, red mud walls that are widely characteristic of Sudanese architecture. In the newer part of town, the French influence is evident, but with much of the original architectural styles being drawn upon to maintain some continuity in this beautiful town. Notably, due to the late abolition of slavery, African influences are still evident here, especially in the Gobers, buildings dedicated to the Marbout. Small in size but rich in culture, history, and aesthetic delights, Timmerman is indeed a beautiful place. Number 10. Janet. Janet is unique and alternative, with whitewashed buildings and bright blue doors lining the main street. It is almost reminiscent of an English seaside town. This charming setting is ideally located in the surroundings of majestic mountains that overlook the town. Janet boasts a little town center, complete with all the standard necessities: the post office, a bank, and basic shops. Janet comes to life on the weekend when it attracts quite a few tourists, most of whom flock here to admire the stunning collection of rock paintings in the nearby national park. There you have them, top 10 most beautiful cities in Algeria. Why not check out this playlist for more informative and educational videos about the African continent? Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Positive Africa. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.